the way these schools are being managed, they are managed, I would say, 1950 model. They are not.
You're not joking, right?
No, I'm not. I'm not. Still, it is a
1950 model.
Yeah, still Tanashahi model.
आदाब, मैं मीर अयूब अली ख़ान और आप देख रहे हैं सियासत.com। सियासत.com पे आज हमारे साथ हैं सफ़ी अब्दुल रहीम। हैदराबाद में पले, हैदराबाद में बड़े हुए और आजकल अमेरिका में हैं। और अमेरिका में जर्नलिज्म से जुड़े हुए रहने के साथ साथ ही हैज़ ऑल्सो वर्क फॉर द community. Community means the people whom he had left behind. That is the Hyderabadis. So we will talk to him about the changes he has seen, why he became conscientious of his own roots and his own people, and what does he have in mind. So we start.
हमारे बच्चे जो है we're not getting the right quality of education at the foundational level. Until and unless that foundational level quality gets improved or get better, then it's not going to be possible for the students, not only from the Muslim community, but for anybody else, right, across different communities and societies. That foundational level quality needs to be there.
Do you think had creation of Telangana been good for people, good for Hyderabad people, good for Muslims? Has it made any change? Because Telangana has gained lots of importance worldwide.
Definitely it was good. Definitely it created more opportunities again, right? But does the community has that capacity or the capability to make good on that opportunity? Same question, same thing, right? तेलंगाना बनने के बाद भी जो डेवलपमेंट हैदराबाद में हो रही है और जो अक्रॉस तेलंगाना हो रही है, we are falling behind again.
We means Muslims.
Especially Muslims.
Okay.
Especially Muslims are falling behind. They are not able to make good on that opportunity. One, they don't have constitutional guarantees, right? Very limited, 4% reservation is there. You have the opportunity to start your own private institutions, minority schools and minority colleges.
Sorry, even that 4% is being contested in Supreme Court.
Right, even that 4% is up in the air. But still there is some silver lining somewhere, some hope. But that is not enough. Even if you get 4%, it's not enough.
So you mean to say that Muslims need reservation to move up? Have they been, you see, before 1948, Muslims were the ruling class.
Right.
Our majority of the Muslims were part of the ruling elite. What happened? Were they not qualified for this kind of job? Or those who were educated had moved out of Hyderabad?
It's both. It's both. Some of the educated people who have more experience and all that, they moved out of Hyderabad. That also created a vacuum, that also created a gap. Plus, those who were left behind did not have the, this is going to be a big statement, were not ready to accept the change.
Why? What is the problem? Psychological problem? Political problem?
Both, again, because they are not used to work under certain environment. But most of them used to get, have a lavish life, a good life, without having to put in that much amount of effort because of inheritances, because of the family wealth and all that. But that slowly dissipated, slowly disappeared. Various reasons to it. But that change that happened around that time, Muslims were not ready for that change, and it took them by surprise. And once that change happened, it took a long time to realize that something has happened. They need to do something different. By that time, the water was under the bridge. And that realization, the spark that was created was too small, too, meager. Actually, when it was supposed to be at a much higher level. So I think that was one of the reasons. But second, we were not ready for the change. The change happened. We were not did not have the capability to address that change and change ourselves.
How do you want, I mean, what exactly do you look at when you look at the Muslim community or the minority community in Telangana, which is about 14%, how do you want, how are you looking at the change? Which way should it come and in what form that the community accepts it and practices it? Is there any hope?
There is hope. There is hope. See, people have access to resources and access to opportunity more than before.
Okay.
Some of them are making good on that. The early migration in 70s and early 80s to Middle East helped a lot. So some of the prominent people in Hyderabad as of today in business have been to Middle East, made some good money over there, gained some good experience over there. They came back to Hyderabad. They are into business. They have purchased some good properties and all that. Several localities like Toli Chowki and all that. Most of the people are from Middle East background.
And they are also originally from the old city, backward area of the Muslims.
Yeah.
Muslim backwaters.
Right. But still, that also helped to a larger extent.
Okay.
But again, the pace of change is so fast. We have to change and adapt ourselves even fast. That is not happening. Purana Hyderabadi style, Chalta wala attitude, it is still there. And there is no Chalta attitude as of today, even in Hyderabad. There are jobs that can give you 100,000 plus package in Hyderabad. Are we ready to avail that opportunity? That's the question we should ask. I know I work in companies in the US that have several development centers in Hyderabad. And they are always looking out for talent.
They're not looking for the ethnicity
No.
or whatever.
No. That time is gone. At least in Hyderabad, I can say, if you have the proper skill, opportunity is there.
Wonderful. Good to know that.
But are we ready for that?
We are not.
We are not.
What is your assessment of the manpower quality in Hyderabad? Are our teachers good enough to get the training and get better, or their basic education is a problem where you have to fight out?
It's kind of both. There are challenges in every area. Not only in the quality of the existing teachers, but logistically speaking, they don't have access to internet. Very few have laptops. Very few of them have.
We are talking about modern day.
Right,
Telangana.
modern day Telangana.
Hyderabad.
Let me qualify this little bit.
Okay.
The type of schools that I am working are lower middle class schools.
Okay.
These are not high-end schools where the fees is more than 2,000 per student. I am talking in the range of 700,000-800,000 to 1,500. So I'm focusing on these schools,
Okay.
so that the lower middle class or the marginalized section, as we say, they get the opportunity, right? Because as I said earlier, there are thousands and thousands of students in these schools. So most of the places that we have worked, teachers don't have access to the modern communication tools.
That's very sad, in fact.
It's very, very sad. It's very, very sad. And
We are talking about Telangana, which is supposed to be a progressive state.
Right. And some of the trainings where the response was not good, and even the feedback from the British Council was not good. The simple reason was teachers were getting the training. They were not having access, or they were using their mobile phones, and they were in their homes. Lot of disturbance. They don't have proper place to sit and focus on what is being taught, because the training is very interactive. Everybody has to be visible on on video. So sometimes they are not visible.
And sometimes video connection is gone.
Sometimes there is no internet connection.
Yeah.
So those challenges, the primary reason. Because what we do is we take a pre-test. We make sure that the teachers who are getting this training has a certain level of standard in them, so that they can absorb what is being taught to them. It is not just random, tum aa jao, tum bhi le lo training. It is not that type of a thing. There is a pre-qualification to it. We don't charge anything. There is a zero cost to the training for the school or for the teachers.
How about the schools? Are they cooperating? Do they understand the need? Because I have heard that there are some schools which say that no, this teacher is very important. We can't spare this teacher for so many hours.
Right. That problem is there across all the schools.